Let me ask you something. When America went to war in Vietnam, who was really on the front lines? Was it the rich? Was it the well-connected? Or was it the ones with the least protection? See, during the Vietnam War, they said the draft was equal. They said everybody had a number. They said everybody had a chance. But numbers don't tell the whole story, because systems aren't always equal, even when the law looks fair. Black men were about 11% of the population, but at times, 15%, 20%, even more, of the ones sent into the jungle with rifles in their hands. And when the bullets started flying, black soldiers made up over 20% of early combat deaths. Let me say that again so it sits right. Overrepresented in danger. Overrepresented in death. Now ask yourself, why? Was it by accident? Or was it by design? See, some folks had deferments. Cobb deferments. Connections. If you had money, education, or the right last name, you could delay, avoid, or redirect your service. But if you came from the bottom, if you came from neighborhoods where opportunity was already limited, you didn't defer. You got drafted. And when you got drafted, you weren't sent to a desk. You were sent to the front line infantry, rifle units, point positions. The places where life expectancy dropped the moment you stepped off that helicopter. And while black men were fighting for freedom overseas, what were they coming home to? Segregation, discrimination, police brutality, second-class citizenship. So the question started rising, why are we fighting for a country that won't fight for us? That question got loud. Martin Luther King Jr. stood up in 1967 and said, black men are being sent to guarantee liberties in Southeast Asia, which they had not found in Southwest Georgia. Muhammad Ali said, I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong. And when he refused to go, they took his title. They tried to take his freedom, but they could not take his voice. Stokely Carmichael said, we will not fight a war for a government that denies us justice at home. And it wasn't just leaders, it was soldiers. Young black men in uniform, writing letters home, speaking out, raising fists, risking punishment just to be heard. And then the truth came out. The data didn't lie. The bodies didn't lie. The numbers didn't lie. America had to face it. The burden of war was not being carried equally. So by the late 1960s, they started making adjustments. Casualty rates changed. Assignments shifted. But let's be clear. They didn't fix it because they wanted to. They fixed it because people exposed it. Because people protested it. Because people refused to stay silent. So I ask you again, when war comes, who pays the price? Who gets the deferment? Who gets the uniform? Who gets the front line? Because history teaches us something real. War doesn't just reveal enemies overseas. Say it with me, equal law doesn't always mean equal impact. Again, equal law doesn't always mean equal impact. And if we don't learn that lesson, history has a way of repeating itself every single time.